I bought a 1987 LADA sedan. My wife says I'm crazy. I find this model particularly interesting. It has a valid annual inspection. Registration can be transferred normally, so I decided to bring it home. I'm very excited about the project. I want to start working on the car as soon as possible. A car like this, vehicles that still pass annual inspection are rare. That makes it valuable. I spotted it from a distance. Even at a glance you can tell. It's modest in presence but compact and well proportioned. It has a clever, quirky charm, quite endearing. Paperwork confirms valid inspection records. Good condition overall. Some structural ribs show deterioration, but overall assessment is positive, mainly notable for retaining a valid inspection certificate, right? Once home, we'll perform restoration and a detailed cleanup. My enthusiasm remains high. There is some minor damage here. Now let's inspect the interior. Interior condition. It's in poor shape. This door is damaged. Looks like another job to tackle once, back in the workshop. Check the rear. Okay, it's sagging and broken in places. Who would have thought it'd be like this? One day soon, we must complete the ownership transfer. Then comes a long wait. Waiting through administrative procedures is tedious. At first I was surprised. Wow, the staff in front of me handled the paperwork efficiently. Quick turnaround. After the registration is done, the number selection follows. Don't ask why I used a flatbed carrier. It's not about saving money. I was concerned the car might fail en route. So, we transported it on a trailer. Alright, spicy, come home with me. Blew the snow clean from the vehicle. It was extremely cold and parts were frozen. See, this component is frozen and brittle. Oh dear. This indicates the previous repairs were improperly performed. Significant deterioration. Okay, I'll move on. In cold conditions, body filler tends to crack and delaminate. You can see the damage. There is a large hole here. It failed there as well. Inside the cabin, the condition remains unchanged. Although the car is somewhat neglected. Do you see the details? There are inspection marks from many years. The most interesting feature is this: a green license plate. New, this plate indicates registration was just completed. Now it's road legal. License plate bracket installed. This is the highlight. Okay, let's start preparing for transport. Brothers, although the exterior is rough, the engine should be sound. Registration just completed. Is the battery still usable? Let's attempt to start it. In this cold weather, can it crank over? Let's try starting the engine. Where is the ignition key? It's on the left. Place the gearbox in neutral and depress the clutch. Is there a gap in the panel? Let's open the door. Hit it again to check the ignition response. Guys, the engine itself is still serviceable, but the rest of the car is in terrible condition. Look, even the horn doesn't work. This means another full-scale restoration project, no more talking. We'll rebuild the engine to restore full performance, but both the interior and exterior need major work. We're going to strip everything down to the shell, full teardown and overhaul initial inspection. The wiring harness is completely damaged. We'll remove it and replace with a new one. Okay guys, stop wasting time. Let's speed up and dismantle the car. Brothers. At first I didn't notice anything strange, but after dismantling everything, here for example, I thought this part was original. There's reinforcement everywhere, and front, back, and here. But look, there's a hole, see? It's completely rotted through. We can't leave this like that. This isn't original metal either. It's a later amateur patch. We will remove all of it. This is the original carpet. See how it has sunken down? This part is gone. They just laid plastic over it. Look carefully at this area. A huge rust hole. Another huge hole. I'm probably trying to stop water leaks. But they covered it with plastic. Plastic won't stop rust or water. It's getting worse underneath. When driving, your foot could fall through. No structural integrity left in the floor pan. Another massive hole here. Oh my God. Brothers, watch out. Even the passenger side isn't solid. Whoever drove this had guts. Amazingly, it didn't collapse. We'll reinforce everything properly, remove all chassis, undercoating, exposing every hidden issue under the car. Now we can finally see how bad the chassis really is, and it's extremely bad. That's the reality of restoring old cars. They constantly surprise you. New discovery after new discovery, and new headaches. All we can do is identify problems, then fix them and keep pushing forward. Giving up is not an option in my dictionary. Remove all 4 doors. Weld all critical structural points. Internal reinforcement work. We're fully committed. After removing seats and doors, we didn't plan to touch the engine initially, but now look at the situation. It all must come out. This engine has potential, so I've decided we'll rebuild the engine as well. A full restoration and maintenance overhaul. Brothers, are you tired just looking at this? So far, I can only say, this small section only does 1/5 of the work. We have to keep welding it. The underside of this car, severe rust damage. In many areas, we can only weld and repair it piece by piece. You may already be tired watching this, but you know what? It's actually been more than 10 days of work. I know you're tired, but I'm even more exhausted. Still, I want this little 80s LADA to be restored as soon as possible, so I'll keep pushing forward and fixing it. We're disassembling everything here. All chassis components are being removed. Every part must be sanded, especially the rusty sections of the frame. Everything must be polished clean. See? It's covered in old dirt and sludge. All bushings must be cleaned, then coated with rust converter and followed by an epoxy primer. Then an anti-rust top coat that completes it. After more than 10 days of non-stop work, look, the chassis is finally repaired, but now comes the biggest headache, the interior. This car, its interior is entirely black. Seats and dashboard, even the steering wheel is black. It feels like the car lacks any brightness or warmth. The floor is also heavily rusted, covered with dirt and corrosion. After grinding it smooth, we brush on rust converter, then we spray an epoxy primer. Finally, a final anti-rust coating. Let's see how it turns out. The coating must dry properly, and while it dries, we keep cleaning chassis parts and derusting all the wheels as well. Many friends messaged me saying I spent tens of thousands just to buy an old wreck. Are you insane? Well, what can I say? The car is already bought, the money is already gone. And since it's this broken, we can only grit our teeth and fix it. Is there a better option? I really wish in real life someone actually sold regret pills. I would wake up laughing in my dreams. Alright guys, let's stop daydreaming. Back to reality. Let's speed up and finish this thing. It's finally done. Looks pretty good now. All the bushings are replaced. All right, that's it. Load it up, taking it back home. Once we returned, we primered all chassis parts with epoxy coating, then sprayed everything with black anti-rust paint. Next, reinstall all chassis components, plus sheet metal parts, doors, and covers all aligned back into place. Check out the original shock absorbers. Seriously rust damaged, I scrapped them. Got 400 yuan only. I bought 4 original replacements online. Honestly, totally worth the cost. Suspension must be reliable. Alright, install every chassis part in all new shock absorbers. New wheels, new tires, all ready. But, for now, not installing them yet. We'll put the old wheels on first, after the paint job. Once the whole car is assembled, then we'll swap on the new tires. Perfect finish after chassis assembly. We push it into my workshop, guys. The original front fenders are trash. There's no better solution, so I bought 2 used fenders from a scrapyard. New ones are impossible to find. It took a huge amount of effort to source them, but the result is satisfying. Alright, let's install them. After more than 20 days of non-stop effort, we finally completed the structural repairs on this 1987 LADA, all reinforced and secured. The interior has also been painted red. What's next? Start assembling the car engine and interior components. When we first tested the engine, it could run normally, but its overall condition isn't good, covered in grime and oil. So I decided to fully dismantle and rebuild it. The engine is soaked in oil from top to bottom. We need to thoroughly inspect it. Locate where the oil is leaking from. Alright, I'll stop rambling. Let's speed up and strip it down. Oh my god, look inside this engine. The pistons are full of carbon deposits, completely darkened, which means this engine has extremely high mileage and poor maintenance overall. Carbon buildup this bad shows the previous owner didn't look after it properly. But after all this teardown, there's one relief. This clutch disc is in great shape, meaning the gearbox has been serviced or replaced before. The clutch is practically new. Very little wear. That's genuinely encouraging, means the transmission should be healthy. Next, remove the pistons and rods. Everything must come apart. Look, the oil is pitch black and filthy. Probably not changed for a very long time. Cars like this are just like us. If you don't maintain yourself, you'll break down sooner than you think. This engine is filled with sludge everywhere. Extremely filthy. Can it even work properly like this? all caused by poor maintenance from the previous owner. See this, guys? The oil pump filter is full of metal shavings. Where did all that metal come from? Oh no. Metal fragments in the engine are a terrible sign. And what is that piece that just fell off? Oh man, that should be part of the timing chain guide, broken off completely. And here's another piece. Good thing we opened this engine up. Otherwise it would have been destroyed soon, but at the same time a new problem appears. The timing chain guide is broken. Hard to find replacements. Where on earth can I buy one? But once a problem is here, complaining is useless. We can only keep working and dismantle further. Thankfully, the crankshaft bearings aren't badly worn, meaning they were replaced before. That's another great sign for such an old engine. If these bearings were damaged, replacements would be a nightmare. Look here, this piston we just removed. What is carbon buildup? Check this surface. All carbon deposits completely blackened over long use. Carbon fills the piston ring grooves and eventually locks the rings in place. Then the rings can't expand properly, leading to oil burning. Cylinder wear, scoring, all kinds of issues. So in conclusion, engines need regular cleaning, proper maintenance. If serviced routinely, these carbon deposits can be minimized. Carbon buildup cleaning, not liver cleansing, not some miracle additive. Can carbon deposits be effectively removed? Why do they keep coming back? Because many engines develop heavy carbon. It's serious and it's caused by poor maintenance. That's the root of all these issues. Burning oil, for example, cylinder scoring. Hard cold starts, engine vibrations. Most importantly, increased fuel usage. Fuel consumption skyrockets. Usually, I add an injector cleaner, fuel additive. It's simple and convenient. Just pour into the tank. Use it regularly in rotation. Be patient. If carbon is heavy, add 3 bottles at once, fill up and take a highway, run. Not just daily short trips after that tank. Add another 3 bottles. You'll see noticeable improvement. I've always used additives for my old cars. They help, so I recommend them. Fixing an old car is like this. One problem solved, another one pops up, always full of surprises. It keeps the restoration process exciting. You can't relax for a moment. It's thrilling. All right, after so many days of effort, the engine is completely disassembled. Luckily, the cylinder block is still good. The bearings too, all look fine, but the biggest headache, the broken timing chain. Guide, very hard to buy. We must replace the chain tension guide, but another tough job ahead, cleaning all the old oil and sludge off the engine. Every inch must be spotless. No time to complain. Just grit our teeth and keep working. Guys, this piston ring is heavily worn. We'll search the storage later. I remember I have a set. After 2 or 3 days of non-stop work, all engine components are cleaned and in good condition. Best news of all, I finally found a replacement timing chain. Guide. Did you see that? Feels amazing. Assembly progress speeds up. Everything looks so much better. Since restoring old cars, I've learned so many new skills like painting cars. Here's a funny story. These LADA piston rings, I bought them 6 or 7 years ago. Back then I thought, who would ever need these? Bought them just in case. Didn't expect years later. Now they become essential. Here they are. I'm impressed with myself. All these LADA parts sitting untouched until today, right here. These are locally produced LADA 2 105 pistons. Yes, pistons. Let's open the box. Take a look. This is the piston, but we need parts for a LADA 2 107. This pile is all 2 105 parts. No, 2 107 pistons. Just a bunch of piston rings. All 2,105 LADA parts. Keep searching. Finally, found it. This one is for the LADA 2 107. Took forever to locate perfect. Let's install it. All engine components are now ready. Next, let's speed up the process. We'll assemble the engine. We searched for a long time, brothers. Finally, we found the correct timing chain, tensioner. Without this part, the engine can't run properly. Let's mount it in place. After 5 or 6 days of hard work, we finally assembled the entire engine. Next step, reinstall the engine into the car. The wiring harness is brand new. After more than 10 days of efforts, the engine is now complete. We are ready for installation. The ignition module is dead. We'll replace it.
Oh.
Here are all the LADA interior parts. We must clean and refresh everything. Surface dirt everywhere. Very stubborn grime. We'll clean it piece by piece. Some plastic trims can be washed, but other parts have aged and faded badly because of the long years, so we'll restore them with plastic rejuvenator. Look. These two parts side by side, these are key interior panels completely faded white. Brothers, apply the plastic coating evenly, spread it thoroughly. This rejuvenator uses nano coating technology with UV protection additives, quickly restores aged interior plastic. Looks like new, again, it repairs oxidation and whitening. Just look at the comparison. The effect is obvious. We'll coat all plastic trim. After a whole afternoon, all plastic parts are restored, brothers. With this coating, even old cars look new. It truly works better than factory, especially lower trim panels, exposed to sun and rain for years, all turned chalky white, totally bleached. Let's restore it too, to show the contrast better. Tape off a border first. Good. Cut the tape cleanly. Now apply coating on this section. Bro, will it peel off under weather exposure? Good question. Viewers must be curious too. We'll test it. You'll see the result clearly. Spray water on both areas, then wipe the coated and uncoated parts, dry naturally, then compare the finish. The difference is obvious. The coated side is dark and glossy, the faded side looks worn out. Alright guys, if you love your car and your plastic trim is aging, try this treatment. It works great and recommended. This car isn't driven much, so today we're giving it a thorough refresh, coating the entire interior. With this rejuvenator, looks like a brand new car. Now let's continue with interior restoration. We'll clean every piece thoroughly. These LADA seats and door panels have green vinyl everywhere. So the door panels were also changed to green leather. After a few days of continuous effort, we finally got the interior parts repaired. Everything has been replaced. In the seats of the whole car, the door panels, after several days of hard work, it's finally done. I was really excited when I got home. Look, it's finally all back. So, the colors and patterns I imagined are exactly like this. Very beautiful. What's next? Spend all our time and effort on the exterior of the LADA. This is the ball joint of the chassis. We'll replace it with a new one. It didn't arrive earlier, but today it's finally here. Let's install it before starting. Put everything in position. This is the rubber mount for the engine support. Replace that with a new one too. Look at the original support pad completely worn out, so it's replaced. All the ball joints have been replaced. Next, clean, maintain, and repair the entire brake system. After more than 10 days of effort, we finally applied epoxy primer to the whole car. The result looks very good. Next, we'll spray the top coat. Originally, the LADA was red. It looked great, and I like it a lot. To keep it authentic, we'll still spray it red, but this time metallic red, more shiny and stylish. Guys, how's this color? After months of effort, the paint job on this little LADA is finally done. Next, we'll put the engine back into position. After 2 more days of work, the engine is finally installed. Let's try starting the car. Now comes the hardest part, installing the exterior pieces and all the interior accessories back in place. Look at this glass, unbelievable. The old window film was terrible. The color completely faded and glued very tightly, impossible to remove cleanly. Everything is sticky glue. From the beginning, this little speaker, I spent a lot of time cleaning it carefully, so we must scrape all the glue from the windows and make everything neat. Then reinstall all the trim. After 2 full days, the front and rear windshields are installed. Honestly, working in winter is tough. The rubber becomes stiff, so we heated it slowly with the heat gun before installation, but the result is very satisfying. Now all exterior parts are already in place. Next step, speed up and install everything properly. Give this car a warm suit. Let's speed up and finish it. We bought 4 brand new tires just for this car. Okay. We'll put the car down now and install all the soundproofing. But look, the dashboard, seats, and door panels are all cyan gray green leather, but the steering wheel being black looks very ugly, so I'll replace it too. Let's do it. To better match the restored interior, I bought this one. A retro style part. A white trim design. See it? Looks great. Let's install it. The original interior came in full black from the factory, but many friends suggested a change, so I switched to a green leather interior scheme. Dashboard and center console remain original black. All the carpet has now been fitted. Once finished, a solid wood floor layer will complete the look. So, what comes next is a long assembly process. No more talking. Let's speed it up and finish the build. Here's the registration booklet for this car. When transferring ownership, they only provided this document, inspection valid until May 2024. Let's check the brakes. We'll put this one on the road again. Give it a proper test drive. Wiper arms are here. Finally, now the car overall is almost complete. Only the wipers are missing. Let's mount the wipers. The new year is almost here. To add a festive mood, let's put New Year decals on it, wishing everyone a Happy New Year in advance. Clean the glass first, then spray water evenly, spray a bit more, apply the decal carefully. Yeah, it sticks nicely like this. Finally wipe off the excess water. Looks great, right? Not bad at all. Happy New Year to everyone in advance. Oh, right guys. If you don't like the decal after the festival, you can peel it off directly. No glue residue, rest assured using it. Brothers, this 1987 little LADA is fully restored. Next, let's wash the car. It's been static for over 10 days, dust all over the surface, even lint stuck on it. Let's go. After 2 months of continuous work and persistence, we finally brought this 1987 LADA back to life. Let's fill it with a full tank of fuel. Little LADA, you've been drinking gasoline since 1987. For decades straight. Have you ever tasted brand new 2024 gasoline? Let me introduce you to it. You've definitely never tried this. Come on. Let's experience it. I'm so happy today I can finally drive this LADA outside again. It's so much fun, it turns heads everywhere it goes. All cleaned up. Look at that shine, beautiful. Let's go. We took it to some scenic spots, arrived at Shengfeng Ancient Town. This steering wheel is plastic black, it lacks texture. I want to swap to a solid wood one. A full day passed in a flash. That's it for today.